Welcome back. It is the Brooklyn-based startup that's becoming the open table for children's activities. Sawyer. It is an online platform connecting kids to services ranging from early childhood development classes to after-school programs. Joining us right now are the co-founders of Sawyer, Marissa Evans, Alden, and Stephanie Choi. Good to see you both. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we were talking about that this sounds like a good idea. First, tell us how you developed this, Stephanie.
Yeah, so it came from my own frustration as a parent who was writing checks to take my daughter to classes and filling out forms, and just really felt like in this day and age, this whole industry should really be online. So that's why we just started a site.
How does the platform work? Marissa?
So the way it works is parents can go to hisawyer.com and basically browse by age, by location, by type of class, and basically discover all types of classes for their children to participate in.
So it has to be local then, right? Because if you're like, if I'm a mother across the country and I'm looking for a class in my area.
Yeah, so the cool part about the business is that today we're live for parents in the New York and Brooklyn area. But the platform is actually a software platform that is powered underneath the surface, which we have providers using the software across the entire country.
I'm so fascinated by companies that start from kind of picking apart other successful things like Open Table. What's the environment like for securing funding for these kinds of things?
Yeah, so it's been really exciting. We just closed our Series A funding, so we were able to get that done, which is great. I think there's been a huge interest in kind of early access to education, consumer businesses that focus on education, which we're just starting to see lots of kind of capital being raised for.
And you got an investment from the Zuckerbergs.
Yes, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative was participated in our last round as well.
That's great. Well, I'm a parent, so I'm super excited. But I looked at the map, and I didn't see Florida on there yet. I'm assuming that you plan to expand. But one question I have is what type of due diligence do you do? Do you offer any type of comments or suggestions in regards to what classes are better suited for the kids?
Yeah, so we have a review system on the site where parents can basically give reviews of classes once they've attended, and so it's a great way for other parents to kind of get a sense for how much a student liked a class or not.
No, that's great. So do you have, I'm assuming, a combination of sports and is it education? Do you have various categories that it breaks down?
Yeah, it kind of runs the gamut of everything you could imagine, from music to languages to a lot of STEM and coding programs to every kind of sport that you could kind of think of that kids are doing.
And it's a subscription-based service.
Actually, no, you can purchase any class on the site however you want to consume it. So if it's a week of camp or 8 weeks of Mandarin lessons, you can kind of buy however the providers are offering it.
What are your plans to monetize the business? How do you make money?
Yeah, so we charge our providers a fee to access our software, our technology, so we make money every time a parent books a class.
That's great. And I got to talk about the low income. So in the future, this is just a suggestion for me. If there is a way that you could have a category for low income, I know there's organizations like mine who love to sponsor some kids in that regard and give access to maybe some classes that parents wouldn't be able to afford.
It's a great idea, Jack.
Definitely. It's a huge part of our future vision is giving more students and more families access to early education classes that may not necessarily have that access today.
All right, ladies, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We'll be watching the developments. Marissa Evans, Alden, and Stephanie Choi.